down there a little bit further than her teammate, 68.5.
And a bit further than her teammate with 68.5 meters for this athlete from Japan.
Again, we're using 15 points per minute, so it's 4 seconds per point is the conversion. So you can run the math there, and that puts Yamazaki 29 seconds back for our 5K race coming up later this afternoon. Fujiwara from Sapporo, where the ski jump.
Number 3 from Italy, Del Bianco Ludivicchia. Very nice, solid jump there from the Italian. 70.5 meters, bit further than we've seen. That takes her into the lead, 15 seconds in front of second place.
32 competitors on the start list, but we've been notified of one.
Hatsuki Ikeda, number 4 from Japan. And a nice jump from the Japanese athlete, straight away in a lovely flight position, 75.5 meters. Just looking at the provisional competition round we had yesterday, just in case we wouldn't be able to jump today. We had the furthest jump from the Slovenian athlete of 90 meters. So let's have a look. And from Japan, Rosa Kiyoshi. So yes, we had 90 meters yesterday as the furthest jump for the women. Let's have a look what we have today. A bit late on that takeoff there. I'm sure she would have wanted a bit more. This athlete for 62 meters. That takes her into 5th place with 2 minutes 12 behind the leader at the moment, but there is still a lot of athletes to come, so she'll definitely have a field to run with later on in this afternoon. Ella Wilson from the United States of America up next. And a nice solid jump from Ella. We have 68.5 meters. Takes her into second place with 49 seconds behind Ikeda from Japan. Next up, the 16-year-old Julia Blaise from Switzerland. And a nice solid jump from the Swiss athlete. It's great to see these smaller nations coming through. We saw in the sprint the other day, we did have the Kemp brothers who were in the team together. And Julia Blaise showing a 63-meter jump there, bringing it into 6th place, 1 minute 48 behind the leader. Next up, number 8 from the United States of America, Brabeck Haley. Let's wish her all the best. Nice solid jump from Haley there, hearing the American fans cheering her on with 69 meters. Giving us a wave there. Good to see a smile after the jump. Brings her into 4th place. Number 9 would have been a Norwegian athlete, but she is sadly not on the start. We wish her all the best. Next up, we have Osimova Julie. Another young athlete, 15 years old. A nice solid jump from the athlete. 62 metres for her. She's only 15. It's great that she has managed to get this far into the Junior World Championships. It's just about getting experience. Next jumper from Slovenia, also a 15-year-old. We have Likuzar Brankovic Marsa. If you were watching the sprint on Thursday, that name might come to your mind. We wish her all the best. And what a jump that was. She had a little weight on the gate, but that did not bother her. Soaring through the air down to 81.5 metres. She will be very happy with that, and that will put her in a great position for the cross-country race later. Into first place with a 50 seconds lead over Aikida from Japan. Next up, her teammate, Parvek Teya, 17-year-old, a bit more experience than her other teammate Marsa, who we did just see jump. She just gets the green light. Well, don't these Slovenian athletes like this hill? What a jump! Just probably sneaking ahead of her teammate, 89 metres. That was a great jump from Teya, just 1 metre short of her 90 metres she jumped yesterday in the provisional competition round. That brings her in the lead, 1 minute 12 to her teammate in second. Number 13 from the United States of America, Conan Kai. And a nice solid jump from Colin Kai. That's not the last of seeing her today. We will be seeing her later in the team event for the United States. 71.5 metres from the American athlete there.
Event for the United States. We're waiting for the scores. Position should be starting together with Ella Wilson.
Next up, number 14 from the Ukraine, Kozlova Karina. And what a jump for the Ukraine athlete. Soaring through the air, lovely flight position. Arms nicely by her side, 79.5 metres. Bringing her into third place. From Germany, Sophia Egensberger, 17-year-old athlete from the ski club Oberstdorf. Oberstdorf also with lots of ski jumping hills there. And a nice jump and a lovely telemark landing. That is what we like to see. Every second and every point counts. Gundersen today, 75.5 metres. The athlete from Germany bringing her into 5th place. Next up from Austria, we have Clara Mentil. 16 years old from Villach, ski club Villach.
We have our Austrian athlete, Gundersen. From Fiat, they've got a great 90-meter jump there. And let's see what Clara can do. Time looks solid, coming up a little.
Nice jump from Clara. I'm sure she would have wanted a bit more. 67 meters, but still a very young athlete. 16 years old, bringing her into 11th place. It's great to see these young athletes up here giving it their all. They've worked very hard to get to this point.
Number 17 up next, this will be Anna Kirko from Finland.
From Finland, up next we have Anna Kirko. Nice solid jump on the Finnish girl here. 71 meters. Bringing her into 9th place. Up next, you may remember her from the team sprint, Mabo. And this is also not the last you'll see of her today. Starting later for France in the mixed team event. So let's wish her the best of luck for the individual competition now. And a nice solid jump. It's great to see the ladies jumping a bit further today. They've got nice conditions of 76 meters. It was a very hard competition on Thursday, very windy, but they've got perfect conditions today, blue sky and sunshine. Up next, from Italy, Anna Sinona, an athlete who actually partly lives in Austria, going to the ski gymnasium in Stams, where lots of successful athletes have been made. And what a jump from the Italian. That was a lovely takeoff there and a lovely flight position straight away. She knew exactly that was a good jump. 78.5 meters from the Italian athlete, bringing her into 4th place. Next up from Norway, Ingrid Latte. We saw a good fight from Ingrid Latte the other day in the team sprint with the Japanese athletes. You know that she's a good jumper and a good skier. Wind not just in the corridor yet. We hope that it will settle down. There we have the wing corridor. And she has had the 60 seconds on the gate. There's a bit of a traffic light system on the top of the ski jumping hill. You have the red light, the orange light and the green light. The orange light, you have 60 seconds to go onto the gate. And if the wind is good, then you get the green light and the coach can tell the athletes to go. If the wind isn't quite in that corridor, they might have to go off the gate like we just have seen with Ingrid. 60 seconds with the orange light and 10 seconds with the green. It's a bit of a waiting game, not so much as we saw the other day. It's been quite good up to now. The standings. After the first few jumpers, in first place we have from Slovenia, Pravek Tidja, with 1 minute 12 lead to her teammate, Brankovic Marsa. followed by the Ukrainian athlete, Kozova Karina. She'll be very happy with that result at the moment, but we still do have a few athletes to come. So stay put. If you are just joining us, welcome back to Lake Placid. We are in for a big full-on day, so I hope you've cleared your calendar, you've got your cup of tea. I surely have. We have the women's individual Gundersen at the moment, and straight away after that we'll be able to see the men's ski jumping, the Gundersen 10 kilometers later. But that's not it. We have a short break, and then we see the mixed team event. Due to the stormy weather conditions which are coming tomorrow, we've decided to move them all to this day. So we have a full-on day. And hats off to these athletes, because some of these athletes will be having two competitions today. A 5 kilometer race for the women and a 10 kilometer race for the men. And then followed by a relay race. 4 in one team today, not 2, so it's not a sprint. And we have 8 teams on the start line later on, but we are still waiting for this wind to get back into the corridor for the women's Nordic Combined ski jumping. Gundersen 5 kilometers now, the Junior World Championships, Lake Placid. The sun is shining, but it is very cold. We do have minus degrees at the moment. The athletes will have to make sure that they are staying and keeping warm on the top of that hill. It does look like we are going down a few gates. There's a bird flying through the sky. Thank you very much for that. We have gone from gate 25 to 23. You see the small jumps there from Lake Placid for the next generation. It's great to see all these young athletes coming through. I'm just looking at my trusty weather forecast here. It does look like we are in for a bluebird day with a bit of a wind, so we have definitely not got any snow problems, but maybe a tiny bit of wind. Here we see a trial jumper, just going to check the hill out to make sure everything's good. And I was correct, somebody has gone down the big hill to the right with their skis. Well, they did. There's some fresh snow, wasn't there? So a bit of powder skiing. Got to get every second of that in, haven't you? A very historic venue this is. But I can tell you more about that in a bit. We are concentrating on this next athlete, number 20 from Norway, Lata Ingrid. Oh, look at this jump! She definitely did not lose her cool at the top of the hill, even though she had to go off the gate. 94.5 metres. That is one of the furthest jumps we have seen throughout this Junior World Championships. That brings her into the lead with 45 seconds, ahead of the Slovenian athlete, Pravek. From Germany, number 21, Anna Heckel. And another solid jump. It's a good job that we went down to gate 23 because these ladies are jumping now. They really are, and they are flying 83 meters for the German athlete. So a very experienced athlete with 19 years. Very good. Next up, number 22, Laura Plez from Austria. We've already seen Laura at the team sprint. We know that she is a very, very good cross-country skier. And also a good ski jumper. We wish her all the best today in this competition, the 5-kilometer Gundersen. And a nice solid jump from Laura there. Very good, 66 meters. That puts her into 16th place.
Time is her teammate Clara Martinez, so that will be a team time trial.
Next up, from Slovenia,
At the top of the jump,
Maja Malova.
Tia Malova. Yeah, Malova, very strong.
16 years old, and she gets the green light. These ladies are really showing us some good ski jumping today. I hope she's happy with that, because she can be. That was 80 meters. Young Slovenian athlete. That brings her to 4th place.
She's in 4th place, and it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Slovenian athletes definitely like this hill here in America. Next up, Marion Drosvissin from France. We have already seen this athlete, very talented. Thursday in the team sprint event. Let's have a look what she can do today. Nice solid landing from the French athlete. A bit late on the takeoff there, getting her down into 71.5 meters. That's not the last we've seen of her today. She will be jumping in the mixed team event later on, bringing her into 10th place. Next up, from Germany, Trina Gutfert, another athlete who is in the famous Ski Gymnasium Stams in Austria. Is actually training together with the Italian athlete Anna Sinona, so they get on very well. We have also seen some good stuff from Trina. Bronze medal for Team Germany from the women in the team event the other day. Men sadly in 4th place, just missed out on the medal. But it's a waiting game again for Trina. We know that she can jump, so let's hope she can keep her cool on the gate. And Trina just has to get off the gate again. Just wait for the wind to get back into the corridor. Trina is from right in Winkel. Small place in Germany. There you see the standings. Norway in front of Slovenia, in front of Germany. We still do have a few athletes to come. Athletes to come. But don't go anywhere after the 8 athletes. We then do have the men ski jumping. We are going up a gate from 23 to 24 for Trina from Germany. So if you enjoy watching ski jumping, then you are definitely in the right spot today. So we have 3 competitions for you, and then in the afternoon we have a breathtaking few laps on the cross-country tracks, with the women's 5 kilometres Gundersen, followed by the men's 10 kilometre Gundersen, with a little break, and the mixed team, where 4 athletes from the nations, from America, Slovenia, Finland, France, Norway, Austria, Japan and Germany. We are currently waiting for the wind to get back into the corridor for Gutfurt from Germany, the 19-year-old, very talented and very experienced. She was in the World Cup a few weeks ago, so she knows how to keep cool whilst waiting for her turn. Here we go, Gutfurt Trina from Germany. Let's wish her all the best. And she definitely kept her cool. What a landing and what a jump from the athlete from Germany. 86 metres. It's not easy when you have to go off the gate and then wait again. And then they change to the gate number. But that puts her into joint second with Pravec from Slovenia. 45 seconds behind the leader. Next up, Evans Nora Helena from Norway. Ski Club Fossum. And that was a very aggressive jump from the Norwegian there. A very solid and nice tally mark, 72.5 metres. She would want to be looking just to get those arms slightly closer to her body to get a bit better style points, but still bringing her into 13th place. Next up, 27 from Italy, Greta Pinzani, already on the gate, waiting for the green light. The wind is looking good at the moment. Jump there from the Italian with a smile, shaking her head a bit. 70.5 metres. 7 metres further than the last competition, so she will be happy with that. 14th place for the young athlete from Italy. Talking about young athlete, next up from Austria, Anna Sophia Gredler, 16 years old. She had her first World Cup debut, like her teammate, which is coming up next, but now the spotlight is on Gredler from Austria. And a nice, really nice jump from Gredler there. I have to say, Gredler, I am just reading, is also in the Ski Gymnasium Stamms, what I have also mentioned with the athlete from Germany and Italy. But that was a 76 metre jump from Gredler there, bringing her into 8th place. A lot of athletes here who are getting lots of experience. We love to see that. Next up from Austria, Catherine Gruber, also a 16-year-old who had her first World Cup debut the other weekend. And also an athlete, training partner actually, from Anna Sophia, who we just saw. And a nice jump there for Gruber from Austria, really nice. But that's not the last we've seen from her today. 76, oh, never much there. 76 metres for Gruber. She will be starting later in the team competition. 10th place. We know that they are both very, very strong cross-country skiers. The Austrians are generally. Up next, from Germany, Ronja Law. Watch out for Ronja because she had a good jump yesterday with 88.5 metres. Let's have a look. can do now.
And here she comes.
Oh, and what a nice jump from Ronyolo there. I think she'll be very happy with that. 88.5 metres. She does like her 88.5 metres, doesn't she? Bringing her into second place, 41 seconds behind the Norwegian athlete. Two more athletes left, both from Finland. Can they beat or can they get closer to the Norwegian athlete? Next up, Heta Hiroven from Finland. 16 years old. Can she get close to the Norwegian latter? And a nice solid jump there, landing in a nice telemark. She's shaking her head a bit, she's not quite sure. But jumping 82 metres. That will bring her up there into 6th place. 1 minute 40 behind the leader. And her teammate from Finland, 17-year-old Minja Kohonen. Both of these girls we will be seeing later in the mixed team event, but let's concentrate on their individual competition. A bit aggressive after the takeoff there. She definitely wanted a bit too much on this jump. Flying down to 80 metres exactly. That will bring her just behind her teammate in 7th place. That was in fact the last ski jumper from the women's individual competition. Leading the women into the 5-kilometre race later on, we have Ingrid Latte with a 41 seconds lead over Ronja Law and a 45 seconds lead over Trina Gutfert in joint 3rd place with the Slovenian athlete. So we are going to see some good racing later on from these athletes. But don't go anywhere, because we have the men starting very shortly with their individual 10-kilometre Gundersen in the ski jumping. Conditions are perfect today. We are very lucky with that. The sun has just gone though, so it will be getting a bit colder now. If you have just joined us to the live stream, live from Lake Placid, I'm Manny Cooper, and we have just finished the women's Nordic Combined Gundersen ski jumping. They are racing later on. In the lead, we have Ingrid Latte with a 41 seconds lead over Ronja Law and a 45 seconds lead over the joint 3rd place with Pravek and Gutfert from Slovenia and Germany. Don't go anywhere though, because we do have the men coming up very shortly. So it's their time to shine. And don't think that is everything from today, because the women are resting up now. The men will be able to rest up a tiny bit after their competition round. We will see shortly. We do then have the mixed team event from the Junior World Championships in Nordic Combined with 8 teams, 8 nations on the start line today. It's not a team sprint. It's not just 2 people. There are 4. It's a mixed event, so we will be seeing 2 women and 2 men from each country. Slovenia, the United States of America, Finland, France, Austria, Norway, Japan and Germany. Hello and welcome back. If you are just coming live to us, I'm Manny Cooper, live from Lake Placid. The sun was shining for the women's event, but it has just decided to go behind the clouds. But anyway, the conditions are good today. My weather radar next to me here is showing good weather predictions. Tiny bit of wind, but it is very cold. A very successful women's competition, and now it is the spotlight for the men. "51 athletes we are going to be seeing now. As I just mentioned, we have perfect ski jumping competition weather today. Perfect conditions. We will be off shortly, but so you don't get bored or think, nah, we don't want to watch this, I will tell you a bit about the history of this historic venue of Lake Placid. In Lake Placid, the Winter Olympics have been hosted twice, once in 1932 and once in 1980. But not just the ski jump venue is here. We have the cross-country tracks, we know that because we are going to be seeing 3 races later. Lucky us. But there is the bobsleigh track just around the corner. So a very sporty area around here in America. Very sporty event. We know the Americans love their sport. The ski jumping venue we're seeing here, the 2 hills, have been renovated in the 2000s. One of the first ski jumps here in Lake Placid was a 30-metre hill, so quite small. So you can roughly think what a 30-metre hill is. That's where 13, 14-year-olds will be going off. So basically the next generation. And now these big hills. Hill size 100 and K-point 90, where our athletes will be jumping off today. Lovely view.